Anselm's Monologium on the Being of God. Chapter 63. How among them there is only one Son of one Father, that is, one Word, and that from the Father alone. On these grounds, therefore, there apparently are in that being not only many fathers and sons and beings proceeding from it, but other necessary attributes as well, or else Father and Son and the Spirit, of whom it is already certain that they truly exist, are not three expressive beings, although each taken separately is expressive, nor are there more beings than one expressed when each one expressed himself and the other two. For just as it is an inherent property of the supreme wisdom to know and conceive, so it is absolutely natural to eternal and immutable knowledge and intelligence ever to regard as present what it knows and conceives of. For to such a supreme spirit expressing and beholding through a conception, as it were, are the same, just as the expression of our human mind is nothing but the intuition of the thinker. But reasons already considered has shown more convincingly that whatever is essentially inherent in the supreme nature is perfectly consistent with the nature of the Father and the Son and the Spirit taken separately, and that, nevertheless, this, if attributed to the three at once, does not admit of plurality. Now, it is established that, as knowledge and intelligence are attributes of his being, so his knowing and conceiving is nothing else than his expression, that is, his ever beholding as present what he knows and conceives of. Necessarily, therefore, just as the Father separately, and the Son separately, and the Spirit separately is a knowing and conceiving being, and yet the three at once are not more knowing and conceiving beings than one, but knowing and one conceiving being. So it's taken separately is expressive, and yet there are not three expressive beings at once, but one expressive being. Hence, this fact may also be clearly recognized, that when these three are expressed, either by themselves or by another, there are not more beings than one expressed. For what is therein expressed except the being? If, then, that being is one and only one, then what is expressed is one and only one. Therefore, if it is in them one and only one which expressed, and one which is expressed, for it is one wisdom which expresses, and one substance which is expressed, it follows that there are not more words than one, but one alone. Hence, altogether each one expresses himself, and all express one another. Nevertheless, there cannot be in the Supreme Being another word than, than that already shown to be born of him whose is the Word, so that it may be called his true image and his Son. And in this truth I find a strange and inexplicable factor. For ourselves, although it is manifest that each one, that is Father and Son and the Spirit of the Father and the Spirit of Father and Son equally expresses himself and both the others, and that there is one word alone among them, yet it appears that this word itself can in no wise be called the word of all three, but only of one. For it has been proved that it is the image and Son of him whose word it is, and it is plain that it cannot properly be called either the image of Son of him or Son of itself, or of the Spirit proceeding from it. from neither of itself, nor a being proceeding from it, it is born, nor does it is, nor does it in its existence imitate itself, or a being proceeding from itself. For it does not imitate itself, or take on like existence to itself, because imitation and likeness an impossible well where only one being is concerned, but required plurality of beings, while it does not imitate the spirit, nor does it exist in its likeness, because it has not its existence from that spirit, but the spirit from it. It is to be concluded that this sole word corresponds to him alone, from whom it has existence by generation, and after whose complete likeness it exists. One Father, then, and not more than one Father, one Son, and not more than one Son, one Spirit proceeding from them, and not more than one such Spirit, exists in the Supreme Being. And although there are three, so that the Father is never the Son of the Spirit proceeding from them, nor the Son at any time the Father of the Spirit, nor the Father of, of nor the Spirit of Father and Son, either the Father of the Son, and each separately is so perfect that he is self-sufficient, needing neither of the others. Yet what they are is in such a way one that just as it cannot be attributed to them taken separately as plural, so neither can it be attributed to them as plural when the three are taken at once. And though each one expresses himself and all express one another, yet there are not among them more words than one, but one, and this word corresponds not to each separately, nor to all together, but to one alone.